inhibits him from completing the play.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
This guy has been elite as a passer since...
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the two guard. O'Neal is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Gobert in at the center position. And for the Mavericks, the guard pair, it's Doncic and Hardaway. Finney-Smith in at the forward with Porzingis as the other. And it's Powell in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So Dallas will get the first possession. Mitchell against Hardaway. Driving to the basket. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
Still Mavericks ball.
Porzingis against Bogdanovich. Porzingis passes to Finney-Smith. Hardaway for three. O'Neal with the rebound. And here's Utah.
And on a tear shooting the ball in these recent seasons, Tim Hardaway Jr. has really locked in from long range.
Well, you think about it, for so long, this guy was more of a volume scorer. He's been feasting now on the open looks, and that has really helped his percentages.
And Doncic gets it to go.
What a finish by Luka Doncic. Don't underestimate his strength. The Don has got that in his game.
Bounce pass Conley. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Outside, Porzingis pulls up on the wing. They get it again. Moves back up. Gobert with the block.
9'9" standing reach. Rudy Gobert twice on the pipes.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Well, major height disadvantage. He recognizes that and still able to score it.
Doncic outside. And here is Hardaway. 5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. That's a 2 from Powell. This is the wing jam. On offense, here are the Jazz. Here's Conley. Shoots over Doncic. And he can't bank that one in. The Mavericks have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Jazz. To the paint, Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
I think we think of Donovan Mitchell first and foremost as a scorer, but I love seeing his passing ability come into play.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And they call him Spider because of that long wingspan, 6'10" at present. But standing 6'1", Mitchell needs that to compete defensively at that shooting guard position.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Utah also making some changes. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for O'Neal, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mitchell. Brunson up top. He's covered by Clarkson. Brunson.
His presence.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Donovan Mitchell is a force offensively, of course, but he knows there's room for work at the other end. He said, I feel the need to really get after it defensively and show that. I watch film on every person I'm guarding. Defense travels. Offense comes and goes. Guys, back to you.
He's never satisfied, and I love that about him, D.A. Thanks.
And you know you're special when you're drafted third and people still can't believe you slipped that far. That's how good Doncic has been in his young career. Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Mitchell kicks to Gay. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
He's surpassing all those expectations.
Royce O'Neal's checked in for Utah. And so Gay nails both of them.
And the thing about Rudy Gay, you never know when he's going to have a night where he just explodes. He's one of those guys that can just score in bunches.
All the way up top, guarded by O'Neal. Doncic against Mitchell. 4 on the shot clock. Good on the bucket. Doncic has got the lead up to 4 now for the man.
We know this about Luka. This guy dangerous from anywhere on the floor. Such an effective shooter. I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
This guy has been elite as a passer since he entered the league. He takes pride in making the guys around him better.
Hardaway against O'Neal. Kicks it to Ingles. There's 1:17 left now here on the second. Pass to Gay. Now Whiteside. Oh, good with the fallback jumper.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Over to the wing. Porzingis. It's a 2. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Mitchell. This is to Gay. Basket counts.
Yeah, really the strength of Gay is impressive. Easily bouncing off the defense while still finishing the shot.
Doncic outside. Down low. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists in the game. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Gay against Hardaway. Back to Mitchell. Launches a 3. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Donovan Mitchell.
Mitchell's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Automatic from that spot. Donovan Mitchell gets an opportunity to get his feet set. Good night.
And Whiteside sends it back. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside.
Coming over the floor for the Jazz.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And Utah has possession. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Mavericks lead by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Quite the tussle there in the first half, huh? The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground and the score tied. In the second quarter, they put in the work to create a slight scoring advantage. And from what we saw so far from the Mavericks, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
I like what they've done on the glass. Boxing out, reacting quickly, playing with an aggressive attitude. They set a physical tone, but now everyone gets a chance to recalibrate. We'll see if this rebounding dominance can extend into the second half.
And Shaq, how'd you think the Jazz were playing?
You know, they didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice shots. Those are some much-needed points, and it keeps them right in the game. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
Good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
So on the floor for Utah, Conley is the point with Mitchell is the 2 guard. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward position.
And Kevin, everybody's dissected Luka's offensive game, trying to find that weakness. And I'm just here to tell you, I don't think he has it.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Utah Jazz last season was elite at both ends of the floor. Sixth Man of the Year winner Jordan Clarkson says, 3 things we've been doing well are playing fast, sharing the basketball, and defense. We're playing a fun style of basketball and just keep racking up the wins. Guys?
They are fun to watch and a handful. DA, thanks.
Donovan Mitchell just understanding if I'm this close to the cup, I've got to score it.
And the play of Doncic drawing comparisons to so many all-time greats. But Greg, the one that stood out to me, they said he's a combination of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. What do you think?
And it just makes sense with his passing and shooting. You throw in the step-back game of James Harden, you start to see why he has become such a problem for this league.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Porzingis. Brown comes in. Now Conley. He kicks it to Ingles. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Porzingis with the block.
Kristaps Porzingis has proven over the course of his young career that he is willing to be a force as a shot blocker.
Doncic against Conley. With some arc. It's good, and the Jazz is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Doncic.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the float.
Conley surveying the D. Great D that time from Powell.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Hardaway passes to Doncic. Inside, Finney-Smith. And it's off the back rim, no good. Jazz leading by 4. Bogdanovich finds Ingles. Pass to Gobert. Back to Ingles.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Powell against Conley. And the 3 off target.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Doncic against Conley. Lets it go from 14. That's it. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Utah calls timeout. They're up by 2. 1:39 left here in the fourth quarter. And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Donovan Mitchell.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
Mitchell, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Quinn Snyder's huddle. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, but he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the
Those free throws put them in a very good position. 3 points clear.
Hardaway for 3. Bullseye! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Wow, the big-time range is evident from Hardaway Jr. Go ahead, send it in.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. Possession. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup, of course, now in overtime. And so in the game for the Jazz, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Bogdanovich out there with O'Neal. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got the game tied up here for the Jams.
This is when it gets scary for defenses because Donovan Mitchell is comfortable, he's in rhythm, and he's torching the defense right now.
Dallas calls timeout. It's tied at 41. There's a minute 40 left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Doncic looking it over. Gobert with the block. And the pass to Mitchell. Makes it off the glass. Mitchell's got 25 points in the game. Doncic against Conley. And here is Doncic. Pass to Hardaway. Right between the eyes.
I just love how confident Tim Hardaway Jr. is from long distance. This guy will cash in from there.
Utah calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. 1 second left to play in the first overtime. Acer thoughts?
And only one choice here. They need a 3. I'm sure he's going to sub in all of his best shooters. Under 2 seconds remaining. It has to be a catch-and-shoot 3 if they hope to tie it.
So a close game sees Dallas taking this one. They escape with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.